Well, we're going to have to find out if Jack Roslovic has ever tried that.
No, he's not a greasy rat forward. He's a goal scorer.
Oh, that looks like a wink in his eye. He's a Gene Principe. Yeah, Gene Principe, Louie Debrusk, and Jack, thank you for joining us. Out to you, Gene, for After Hours. And thanks for pitching in tonight. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
course,
no
always.
problem. Ron, thanks very much. And they were just talking about you and that I'm pitch hitting, to use baseball terminology, for Scott Oak. Did you want to say hi to Scott, because you know him well from Winnipeg?
Yeah, Scott, we miss you. Wish you were here tonight.
But we are here,
better.
and you've got a win under your belt as an Edmonton Oiler tonight, and as a team. What is it like when you get to overtime in such a tight game throughout?
Yeah, it's a little bit different of a game, but when you have so many dynamic players, it's can be easy for us. But I think we did a good job of keeping some of their tired players out on the ice tonight and let our big dogs do the work.
Possession, right? You had another terrific game and really starting to find some chemistry with Draisaitl, Podkolzin on that line. Here's your night in video, and I'm sure you will remember the experience. But again, buzzing around, using your speed, using your skill to make plays in the offensive zone, and could have had a few tonight. You did pick up your second on the power play, which was a great one, but talk about how you felt in this one.
Yeah, it's such a a good line with Podsy being able to get in there and be a hound on pucks. Leo doesn't really need much of an explanation, so just being able to fit in with two players that are so good and so talented. So it's awesome feeling.
There's Mom.
Yeah, that's amazing. Hey. They're loving it. They're my support group, so it's nothing better to see them happy.
Yeah, they were happy, and everyone here was happy. Something different for you tonight in that you got a chance to be the net front presence on the power play. What is that role like on this power play unit?
Yeah, just get open. Stay on the back door. I asked, Dave, which post do you want me to go to right after this face-off? So, try to be a hound on pucks, get retrievals. And like I said, be available when a play's coming your way.
Now, you were signed on a night where the Edmonton Oilers were playing, and then a couple of days later you showed up in Edmonton, had your first practice, and you lived it. But a reminder for those watching, I guess a bit of a theme in regards to what you had to say the first time you discussed being an Edmonton Oiler.
It's going to be the theme of today, is opportunity, an opportunity to win, an opportunity to play with great players. It's a great opportunity. I think, like you said, opportunity. Like I said, opportunity is kind of the theme. Still trying to get to know the people, but the opportunity is fun. It's going back to opportunity. It's going to be great to.
I mean, it's funny. I remind myself of Sean Corrali there in that interview. But to be honest, it really, it is that.
It's an opportunity.
It is. Yeah. It's such a important thing to have. An opportunity is hard to capitalize on. It's something that people get and don't always take advantage of it. So just trying to do that and trying to play my game and show what I got.
You bring up a great point, because it's not just about just because you've been given the opportunity doesn't mean it's a guarantee. You have to still go out there and execute what you've been doing here with Edmonton. 2 conference finals in a row for you with the Rangers and Carolina. You looked at Edmonton as an opportunity to come and go even further.
Yeah.
And this is what your coach had to say about your play so far with the Edmonton Oilers.
I've been very impressed with Jack. Coming here, he knew it was going to be a bit of a slow start. No training camp, no exhibition games, and now just joining our team. He's got better and better every game, and now he's very, I wouldn't say dominant, but he's a very strong player for us, doing a lot of things that are important.
When you hear that, what do you think?
Yeah, I was eager to get in. I didn't think that, I didn't think that training camp was going to have an effect, but it did.
It does, doesn't it?
It does. Don't do that again. Note to self. But it took a couple games, 3-4 games, and I've been focused enough and fired up enough to be able to put together a really good last 4 or 5 games. So things keep on going. Whether good or bad, just try to keep on doing the same thing.
You're no stranger to scoring goals, but is the first one with the new team something that just maybe eases some of the stress, if that is what you're feeling when you get to a new hockey club?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you always want to, guys in the locker room don't judge you off of, your ability, but, you want to make an impression with the team and show what you got. And be able to provide in other ways.
I want to mention something on this one. One of the things when you play with great players, what you've done throughout your career, is you have to have the confidence in your mind. The little look off there, right? You could easily pass that over to a 4-time 50-goal scorer, but you picked the corner and buried it. That's important, and maybe why you're having chemistry with Podkolzin and Draisaitl.
Yeah. No, like I said, I've been able to play on some really good lines with some really good players, and they don't always want the puck. There's times where you have to take initiative, and you obviously have to read off of it. There's times where he badmouths me when I get back on the bench because he wanted
You'll hear it. Yeah.
But you take your lickings when you can, and like I said, just try to play your game and do it the best that you know how to.
As we get to know more about you, and certainly Winnipeg Jets fans know you, but what would you say to maybe fans all across the country about your start in Columbus and what it was like when you were a kid with the dream to be in the NHL?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, obviously I've got to see it here. There's a handful of guys on our team that are from Edmonton, so not only do they, show me around the area, but we talk about, the opportunity to be able to play at home in front of their family, their friends, be right down the road from, Savvy's home cooked meals. So it's something that's incredibly special, and I'm a little bit jealous of them in some regards, but very happy that I got to do it myself.
Yeah, the AAA Columbus Blue Jackets, that was when you were a kid, and you're not the only one from that area. What does it say maybe about, Columbus? We would think of certainly Ohio State if you're a college football fan, but what do you think about these players that are also following either in your footsteps or you're following in theirs?
We're missing 1, 2 on there. There's 4 of us. Sean again, but it's cool to be a little bit of a trailblazer and be able to show anybody that you can come from anywhere as long as you have hard work and dedication and a good support staff to push you to get you to the next level.
Then you go on to the U.S. National Development Program, which is a pipeline and just a hockey factory for NHL players. Your last year with the program, 2015, into your draft year, I counted at least 23 players that have played a game in the NHL off that team. And there's more. I think there are a few more. I haven't just a quick look at it, but that must have been fantastic. And you had a couple high-profile guys you played with in Austin Matthews and Matthew Tkachuk. I mean, what was it like playing with those guys in that group?
Incredible. That group was incredible. Coach Don Granato was amazing. He let us, really blossom into players that we are now, and I think that the talent that's in the NHL speaks for itself. So, you look back to the 2015 draft too. I mean, we were all over it. So,
it was the best draft ever, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Edmonton would agree.
Yeah, Edmonton would agree
too.
They were. They were incredible to play with. It's a hockey factory. It's a place where, guys that are all the same age, get to grow. It's a place that creates bonds. Even, Howie and I talk about, our times there, our memories there. It's something that, will forever, I'll be indebted to. I think that was, a huge reason as to why I get to sit in this chair today.
Yeah, and we saw the photo with you and Matthew and Austin. If I'm not mistaken, I think Dylan Larkin was just in the background there as well.
Trent Frederick was on that team as well, too. Now reunited with him here in Edmonton, but they're everywhere in the league. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's really cool to see. They do such a good job with that program, and to be able to, just keep on firing off NHL players left and right is it's amazing.
You and Louie talking about the draft when you were chosen by the Winnipeg Jets. So let's kind of take a trip down memory lane.
Winnipeg selects from the USA Hockey's National Team Development Program, Jack Roslovic.
You've heard your name pronounced a few different ways.
Yeah. John Jack Roslovic, whatever.
Your dad's name's John too. Right?
Yeah, dad's name's John. Yep.
There you go, 25th overall by Winnipeg. What did you think when the Winnipeg Jets called your name?
I'd say I was a little surprised, but overjoyed. I think that was a kind of a blackout moment. So it was cool to have my family there, have my friends there. We got did the whole thing, had rented a house, and it was amazing. I still remember my mom laughs about getting in the car and we go, where's Winnipeg? Being from Columbus.
You're gonna find out.
We found out real soon, and nothing like being able to, before I was here, I'd always tell people there's nothing like experiencing a Canadian market, and to be able to play in that at such a young age, you really get to feel what the NHL is like in a lot of ways, I think. So to be able to, handle the media and handle, different parts of your life is much more magnified than it is in some U.S. cities. So it's really cool. It was an honor to be able to play for them, be drafted by them. Any team that, wants to take a shot at you is, means a lot.
Were you, when you came here, it's early, but are you seeing similarities, what it was like living in Winnipeg and what it's like being at Edmonton Oilers, and if it's kind of reminds you of being a Jet?
Yeah. And I mean, the city's a little, they have similarities. I think it's a little bit warmer here, which is nice. But no, like I said, it's the Canadian market, it's the fans, it's the people, it's, the organization. They're all, so top notch that it's really fun to be able to, play here and, play meaningful games and be a part of something that, the whole city, loves and embraces. I mean, you guys mentioned the Blue Jays game being on, it's when you're in Canada, it's, the love and, the people are so passionate about sport that it's really cool to, be in that light.
Your biggest fan was in the house tonight, your mom, Jane. She got to see us score a big power play goal and win a game. But this is the celebration when you were picked 25th by the Winnipeg Jets. Just overwhelming, and they've been your biggest supporters.
Yeah, no, they've been huge supporters. My old coach there as well. We had a lot of family friends there, and it was amazing to see those two. Your mom is. No matter what, she's always going to be your biggest supporter, which is, there's no words for it. Good times, bad times. If you're mad at her, if she's, whatever, it's she'll always love you, and it's special.
We had her on the telecast a lot tonight too, and I saw her the other day with a big bag of Oilers stuff. So she's bought in. She's on board,
literally and figuratively.
Her closet's getting full. We got to stop it.
There you go.
Yeah.
You were talking about Matt Savoy being a local boy, and Stuart Skinner's a local boy, and Kulak's a local boy, playing on their local team. When you were able to do that in Columbus, what was the enjoyment level like?
It was amazing. I mean, it was a dream come true. Obviously, played through some weird times during COVID, but like I talk about, just being able to have family there. The important people that are in your life, the teammates you got to have there. Not having to move is great. So there's a whole slew of benefits that come with it. That I absolutely cherish forever, and wouldn't trade the world for. You
go back to that little picture when you were just a little guy with number 96 on your Blue Jackets little jersey, number 96 in the NHL. I mean, that's just that's surreal to me.
Yeah, it is.
That must have been an amazing atmosphere and experience to jump in there and finally play in the NHL. There it is, there again. I mean, 96, birth year 96, that was always the way, or?
No, birth year 97.
You're 97,
actually.
so you're late 97, okay.
No, there was, actually was on that team that I had two buddies, were 94 and 95, so I just filled in as 96.
There you go.
We were real original, I guess, right? But no, that was the rhyme or reason, so, I got to keep it. When I got to Columbus, it felt natural, so really cool to be able to go full circle like that. 97 taken here, so we don't have to worry about that one. All right, do you think this was your best goal as a Blue Jacket? Maybe best goal ever? That's got to be. That was like the draft. I just blacked out,
Skate to stick, split the D, forehand, backhand, tuck.
On a Cleveland goalie, too.
There you go.
Played against him growing up as well, so pretty awesome.
Yeah. Well, listen, we really appreciate your time, and I know Oiler fans appreciate you not only wearing this hoodie, but also wearing their jersey, and nothing but continued success for you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Jack.
Thank you.
Okay.